Hey y'all, it's your girl Salute But Real. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video today, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, y'all, so I'm back with another story time today. From the title, you already know what your girl is about to talk about. So let's get into this video today. Okay, y'all, so this story take place back when I moved out of Jody's house. Yes, I'm skipping, okay? We're skipping, okay? Because I'm going to give Jody a little break. I'm going to park him, okay? Because, yeah. But this story time happened after I moved into my new apartment or whatever, y'all. So, before I moved into my apartment, I'm gonna tell y'all about move out day, okay? So the day, y'all, when I was moving out or whatever, out of Jody house or whatever, him and his cousin helped me move out or whatever. At this time, I was talking to my boyfriend. No, we was not in a relationship, but I was kicking it with him and talking with him or whatever. He was kind of my sneaky link at the time, and nobody ain't know or whatever. And that was none of Jody business or whatever, because yeah, he had me fucked up that whole relationship. So I was ready to get the fuck out of there. The whole time we was moving out, y'all, the story time I just told y'all about my brother and his ex-girlfriend Tyler. She was around at the time when I was moving out or whatever, and she was kind of like, they was kind of like helping me a little bit, but she seen how disrespectful Jody was to me, and she didn't really like that, you know what I'm saying? But she knew Jody because he would come to my mama's house, but he would never like come in or nothing like that, because at the time we wasn't together, or he was just real distant or whatever. And I mean, yeah, we wasn't together. So they know how my baby daddy, well, Jody gave it up or whatever. So when she was seeing him like disrespect me, y'all, like the day I moved out, I was so fucking happy. Like literally, like I was jumping for joy. Like I was happy as fuck that I was leaving that house and I didn't have to be around him no more, y'all. I was kind of scared, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all, I put on my big girl panties and I was ready to leave. So as we was moving or whatever, y'all, when we got to the U-Haul place, y'all, I was so motherfucking excited to get the hell out of Jody air. I bought the U-Haul and all that stuff by myself, and he rode with me or whatever. And when I went to go, like, try to go back in, I had to go back in the U-Haul place for something or something like that. No, I was actually getting out my car or whatever. Or was it? I don't know. It was either or. I was getting out the car, y'all, and I ain't even parked that bitch. The car started rolling. He like, Dante, what the fuck you got going on? Like, you that happy? You that happy you can't put the car apart? Y'all, like, I was like, oh, shit. I'm trying to run back to park the car out and park the car. He like, she's stupid as fuck. Like, just like trying to talk down to me, y'all. I could tell he was trying to get underneath my skin to kind of like shake my spirits and kind of like have me feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But nothing could move me that day, y'all. I was literally moving out and your girl was literally moving on up. I had to get the fuck from around him, and he had copycat with him helping me move or whatever. So I was just like, yes, like we lit or whatever. So as he helping me move or whatever, y'all, he literally was talking shit to me the whole fucking time, y'all. And it was stuff over there like that my mom gave him when my mom was living with us at one point or whatever. Like, it was like a rocking chair. I did not want this rocking chair, y'all, and he would not keep it. So I just kept the rocking chair. And like my brother, like Dante, like, just keep the damn rocking chair. Like, stop going back and forth with him. Just keep the rocking chair. And he was like, oh, I can't wait for her to leave. I'm gonna have a beach over here this night. Can't wait for you to get out of here. I couldn't wait. He ate them words later, y'all. I promise you he ate them.
She belongs to the streets.
But yeah, y'all, like, this talking hella shit, and I ain't saying nothing back to him. I'm just like moving everything happy as fuck. Everything. I'm just moving through walking right past him, happy as fuck, y'all. I was so fucking happy. And when he seen my apartment or whatever, I lived in the hood, but it was still cute or whatever. So I was happy, y'all. I was out of there, y'all, and I moved on the 3rd floor or whatever. Not the 3rd floor. I moved on the bottom floor. I'm on the 3rd floor now, because I would never live underneath another bitch again. My next move is a house, okay? Speaking it to existence, period.
Period.
So he was talking shit the whole time, y'all. So after he finished moving me or whatever, y'all, I was cool. I started putting all my stuff up or whatever. I'm like, yes, I'm happy. I got my kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, we lit, we in this bitch. So when like maybe like a week into me moving in or whatever, after I got settled in or whatever, like I started seeing like the neighbors or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, okay, these people look cool. But I'm the type of person, y'all, I literally mind my business. I don't talk to nobody because you never know what people's intentions is, and I don't got time. So it was one Pacific day, y'all, that maybe like 2 weeks then went by or whatever, and he would come by to get my kids to pick them up. And around this time, y'all, he would come in, like, cause like it was one of those apartments like you gotta go in and then you could go upstairs. Like, it was a door. You had to go in or go around and be on the bottom floor, or go upstairs to the second floor, or go up another stairs and be on the third floor or whatever. So he would like come through the breezeway or whatever and come knock on my door and hand me the kids' bags or whatever. Or sometimes he'll pass it through the patio or whatever, and I just get it from the sliding door. But this specific day, he actually came in the breezeway. So when he came through the breezeway, y'all, before I say this, I always be skipping around. Let me go back. When I was like a week into me living there or whatever, seen this lady and I seen this other girl, and they was like outside grilling or whatever. So I'm just like, hey, how y'all doing? They like, hi, or whatever. And they was real nice, real polite, right? So, and then it was like a time after that, I think she was just getting home or whatever, and she spoke to me like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, how you doing? So it was like a hey, how you doing type thing or whatever. Maybe like the first 2 weeks. So after like when Jody actually came in that breezeway that day, the girl, she was coming in and about to go upstairs because she lived above me. She lived directly above me. She was my neighbor and she lived above me. So she was just like, Jody, is that you? And he was just like, yeah. What can I name this bitch? He was like, I'm gonna name her Trouble. He was like, Trouble, is that you? Like, and she's like, yeah, hey, Jody, I ain't seen you in a long time. So I'm just like, okay. Like, and at this point, y'all, he pulled up. At this time, Jody was riding on his motorcycle, y'all. This is a whole nother story time, y'all. That's why I said I'm skipping around with Jody, but I'm gonna just give y'all an insight. I bought Jody a $5,000 motorcycle. Huh? It was really $6,000. I bought Jody a motorcycle, y'all, right before I left. $6,000.
That kind of hurted me though.
I bought this man a motorcycle. Okay, I'm done. He pulled up on his motorcycle, right? So keep that in mind, because he's a show out, y'all. Like, this boy be showing his ass. So, especially when his bitch is involved. She had a female with her, right? I seen the female, but I ain't paying no mind. I think it was like her homegirl or whatever. So I peeped that, but I ain't say nothing, because what am I to say to Jody? Like, me and him not in a relationship no more. Like, they went to school together type shit. Like, what am I to say to him? I can't tell him who we can and cannot speak to. I don't give a fuck about this nigga. That's why I left him. So she did all that or whatever. So in the meantime, in between time, I can hear Jody outside of my building, like, revving his motorcycle engine or whatever, like, trying to show out, y'all, to the point where, like, they already done made it back upstairs. So if they wanted to look and see the show that he was trying to put on, they could just go on their patio and see it, because he wanted everybody to know, you know what I'm saying, what he was riding and toting that day. You know what I'm saying? He just thought he was the shit when he had that motorcycle, y'all. So he ride off or whatever, and he was just like, it's just like the little stuff Jody would do. Like, when I moved out from him, he would kind of like try to rub stuff in my face to try to get a reaction out of me, to try to see if he can like move me to make me fall back for him. And it would never work out, because I don't want you anymore, boy. Like, I'm over you. Like, you did too much and I'm out of here. So he called me and he was just like, Dante, you know that girl that I spoke to, whatever, in the hallway or whatever? I was like, yeah. He was like, well, Trouble friend, you know what I'm saying, want to holler at me or whatever, and she ain't look too bad, so I might be coming over there to talk to her. And I'm just like, why are you trying to talk to bitches in my building? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, that's the reason why I moved out, because I don't want to see you anymore. Like, what kind of sense does that make for you to be talking to a bitch that live in my building? And he like, Dante, she don't live in your building. That's her friend. She don't live there. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know the point. Like, why would you be talking to somebody that live in our building? Like, that's mad weird and messy. Like, you know? And he was just like, well, if she want to talk to me, then I'm going to talk to her. Like, she don't look that bad, whatever. I'm just like, whatever, Jody. Like, I'm about to hang up on you. Like, boop, hang up on him. Because get off my phone with that dumbass shit. Like, if you know you're going to talk to the girl anyway, why are you even telling me that about it? Like, I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck. So I hung up on him or whatever. So after that, y'all, I started seeing like weird shit. Like normally, like when I walk out, if I see her, if I see trouble, what can I name the neighbor? Cause she gonna come back up, y'all. I might name her later. But the other neighbor, the one that lived directly across from me, y'all. Like it was one trouble. She lived upstairs over me, and it was one. Her friend, her homegirl, she lived right next door to me, and then right in front of me, like right in front of me. Like if I walk out and she walk out, she lock her door, I'm locking my door, we can see each other. You know what I'm saying? And all these girls, speaking in hindsight, went to school with Jody. So yeah, y'all. So after that, y'all, when I would see her, you know what I'm saying, and I'm the type of person, I go off energy. I noticed she don't speak to me anymore. Like, it's not a, hey, how you doing? Now it's giving side eye, like, bombastic side eye, like, just giving me these looks. And I'm just like thinking in my head, like, I hope this girl don't feel no type of way thinking I give a fuck. Because I don't. Like, I really don't give a fuck. So I was like, you know, boom, like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Why she don't talk to me no more? Like, but I ain't paying no mind or whatever, y'all. Now, my kids would come home and they would tell me about the neighbors upstairs because her little kids, they went to the same school that my kids go to or whatever. Because she had 2 boys and I had 2 girls. And my kids would come home and tell me how they played with them and they was cool with them. My youngest daughter would even tell me that her little baby boy, because they was in the same grade, in the same class, she was tell me that's her boyfriend. Like, she would literally tell me, like, that's her boyfriend. Like, you could not tell me that this girl, that she ain't having a boyfriend. Like, she swore up and down that was her man. And I'm like, girl, you a little ass girl. That's not your boyfriend. Calm down. Or whatever. And they will always be outside playing, whatever. And I just kind of feel like I didn't let my kids play with them, because I just felt like her vibes was off. Ever since that day that Jody came there and dropped off the bags and my kids, that lady was being weird to me. And the other lady, they both stopped speaking to me. And I could see that they were friends, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't speak to them either. Like, I let that be that, you know what I'm saying? So as time went on, y'all, my boyfriend was like, come spend the night at my house. He would come over there all the time or whatever, y'all. And he was always around. And it was a Pacific day, y'all. And this is gonna be in this story time. I come outside or whatever, and my car, I used to always park like at the very end, because that's where, like, if I have groceries or whatever, I can just walk right into my patio with my groceries. I don't even have to go to the front. I mean, of course I gotta go through the front, unlock it, then do the screen, but I can just go right there from my car to the patio type shit. So I will always back in or whatever and park right there. And when I came outside that morning, I was on the phone with my sister, and I'm just like looking at my car, and I seen like dirt particles like on top of my hood, like on top of my windshield. So I walk around to the front, and I see that somebody done cracked my windshield. Like, it was like a line going through my windshield, and I'm just like, y'all, I lost my mind, because the way the rocks in the dirt, in the mud was, like, the way it was positioned, I could tell that somebody from her balcony threw that shit, y'all. Nobody could tell me that they didn't do that to my car. And like I said, them kids, they be out there playing all around the cars, throwing balls, all type of shit. But I can tell what hit my car. I knew it was a rock. So I'm out there wilding on the phone with my sister, because I just knew I'm loud as hell. I didn't give a fuck who heard me, y'all. To the point where I went up there to the office or whatever, and I was getting into it with the lady at the front office, because I'm just like, y'all don't got no cameras out here. I feel like people, they broke my window. And at first I was talking to the maintenance man, and then she got in it or whatever, and I was already on 10, and her energy wasn't matching mine. So she kind of thought I was being very, very aggressive, and really I was just upset and mad or whatever. And me and her started going back and forth, because she was like, that's why you need car insurance. I'm like, I do have car insurance, bitch. That's not the point here, ho. Somebody is being petty and it broke my fucking window. So she was just like, you're doing too much. You need to get away from the office or whatever, or I will call law enforcement. Like, trying to threaten me, y'all. So then, I'm just about to speak in hindsight and get back to trouble. But in hindsight, y'all, from that situation with me and that lady, This lady tried to put an eviction on my door because I got into it with her. So I had to go to the office, y'all, and butter this bitch up like a batter of fucking pancakes. And tell her, like, you know what I'm saying, I didn't mean to offend you that day, y'all. At that point, I had to fold because this bitch was trying to get me kicked out. She was on the phone with the property manager when I was doing all that renting and shit out there. And she tried to get me kicked the fuck out. Even though I always paid my rent on time before it was even due every single month. I never was late on no payment living in that house. And the rent was going up every single year to the point where I was like, I can't do this no more. I gotta go. It's not worth it, y'all. I got a whole different story time on the mold that was in my apartment. But that's another story. So when I seen my window crack like that, y'all, I'm like, these bitches is being petty. I don't know what the fuck these hoes got going on. Weird shit been happening after Jody came over here and got these kids bags. I'm sick of this shit. Like, I was just going in. My sister like, Dante, just calm down. Like, it's not even that serious. Like, maybe it was just an accident. Just calm down. So I'm just like, at that point, y'all, I started moving my car even more further to the end or whatever. Now, mind you, y'all, I never really noticed or paid the trouble any attention because I didn't care about her for real. Like, I never cared about her until I started seeing little weird shit, little shit. She kept nitpicking and shit with me. So it all started with the parking situation, y'all. No, we did not have no assigned parking. But like I told you, after that day when that lady, when I felt like that they cracked my window, y'all, I literally left my window cracked for almost a year until I actually went to my insurance and got it fixed. You know what I'm saying? Because with a crack like that, it's just gonna keep expanding. I let this shit expand all the way to the ends.
And I
let it expand all the way to the ends of the window, and I just got it fixed after that. But I started parking my car all the way to the end, like out everybody way, so nobody can touch my car, to the point where I live right next door to the fucking maintenance people. You know how they got like their own little area? I live like, if I was in my bathroom, y'all, I can hear the maintenance men in there talking to each other. Like, that's how thin the walls was. I can hear when they raise up the gate and go in there to get products and shit or stuff that they need to fix people's house with, y'all. It was so fucking ghetto. So they started putting cones right there in that last spot because when they pull up with their little go-karts or whatever, they got to ride through there to get there. And my car will always be parked there. So they like, they made it so that I can't park there no more. So I was like, whatever. So I parked in the next park right next to it. So after a while, y'all, I started to notice this lady had two cars. She had two cars, y'all. It was one car that she never drove. I don't know who car it was. Now I know in hindsight who car it is or whatever. And she had like her little minivan. It wasn't a van. I don't know. It was like a bigger car. And so I started to notice, y'all, when I would leave, you know what I'm saying, this lady would start parking where I was parking at. And I at first, I'm just thinking like it was a coincidence, but it's like she just kept doing it. And it was just like, bitch, why are you doing that? And it made me think like you was the person that bust my fucking windows up or had your kids do that shit with that rock. Because why is you doing that, y'all? I purposely was trying to move. Like, when I first started living there, y'all, she would park where the entryway was, like where the door was, like where you go in at. And I will park all the way towards the end because that's where my apartment was at. And even though she was right above me, you know what I'm saying, she still got to go through the entryway to get in her house. So she was just parked right there and leave her little car that she would always have over there. So when she started parking over there, I'm like, okay, bet. This bitch is trying to be funny. At this point, y'all, my baby daddy, he already talking to her friend. He telling me little stuff about the friend. Now, let me tell y'all, let me run this back to y'all real quick. So after I started noticing that this bitch was being weird with the parking spaces, right? One day, my brother was over there, y'all. And me and him just chilling, we smoking, we vibing or whatever. And I seen like a little red car pull up, y'all. Now, mind you, that same day that Jody seen Trouble and old girl, you know what I'm saying, I didn't peep her car. But I noticed, like, when I was looking, because we had the blinds open, like where the screen door was, and I could see somebody sitting in their car. So me and my brother is just talking or whatever. And I get a phone call for Jody, and I'm just like, hello? And he just like, at this point, y'all, Jody done found out about my boyfriend. That's a whole different story time. And he was pissed, okay? Because he really thought that I wasn't going to be like that. But yeah, if you could do it, I could do it better. But anyway, y'all, That was lame as fuck. Don't come for me. But I get a phone call from Jody, and he just like, you got that nigga over there?
Huh?
And I'm just like, nigga, what? So at this point, my brother is talking, and Jody know my brother very well. He know his voice. He's like, oh, now I'm on the phone with Trouble, her homegirl. She out there or whatever. She told me that she seen you or whatever talking to some nigga, and he was at your house. And
bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm like, why is the bitch that you're talking to? That's what I'm saying, y'all. The messy shit. Why are you talking to a bitch friend that lived in my building? Why are you doing that, y'all? That is so fucking messy. And where is this girl going back telling my business to my baby daddy? Girl, you didn't even know me. And he was like, and now I see that it's your brother. I thought you had that nigga over there or whatever. She told me that she seen a nigga over there kicking it with you or whatever, smoking on the patio or whatever. So at this point, y'all, I peeped who the girl was. And I peeped the car because, bitch, you're messy as fuck. Clock that T. And I had to note that because, bitch, what is you on? That ain't gonna make the nigga want you even more. You spying on me. I spy with my little eye. Why are you watching me, bitch? And then the girl was ugly as fuck. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. She wasn't even all that. She was ugly. I'm gonna always give credit when credit is due. Girl, don't be checking for me when it ain't nothing to be checking for you.
Period. Period.
Like, for real. So, that shit rubbed me the wrong way. I had told my boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? Like I keep saying, y'all, at the time, he was not my boyfriend. But now he is. So, I have to refer to him as my man. Because that's my man, my man. So, I had to tell him, I'm like, how about my baby daddy had his little, I don't even know what to call her, spied on me thinking it was you and it was my brother. He like, Dante, that's weird. Like, why is she looking in your house? Like, that's weird. So I'm just like, these bitches is weird as fuck. Like, first of all, why are you telling my baby daddy that? And why are you calling my phone telling me this bitch seeing me? It was just so fucking weird. So after that situation, y'all, I'm just like, the situation with me and the girl upstairs is just getting worse and worse and worse, y'all, to the point where we were playing motherfucking, what is it called? Tag with the parks. Every time she would leave, y'all, I knew this lady was being petty with me. And I kept telling my boyfriend, I'm just like, babe, every time I park there and I leave, I can be gone for like 2 minutes. Y'all, I promise you, I can go check the mailbox. I can even go just to the store to get me some pack of guards. And this lady will move her car in my parking spot. It's to the point, y'all, where the car that I told y'all that she don't even drive like that, she parked it in the parking spot next to where the maintenance man blocked me off from parking. And she let that car sit there for months just to spite me. It's like we was having communication through the parks. It's like, bitch, no, fuck you. I'm going to get this parking. So it became to the point where I will park in the other parking spot because it's still kind of further down, closer to my apartment. And when my boyfriend would come, I would have him be petty with me, y'all. I would go move his car my motherfucking self because he wasn't following up. He like, Dante, you doing way too much. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I know this bitch is being petty. I know she is. You cannot tell me this lady not trying to be petty and come for me with these parking spots. He like, babe, it's not that serious. Like, y'all, I would literally, as soon as she drive off, I'm parking it. It was like we was racing back. We would literally leave together because I would always drop my kids off. They were car riders because they school was down the street. We was racing home. And every time we would see each other, y'all, we would just eye each other down. Like, we was eye fighting. You know how you could we was eye fighting each other. Because I knew if I said something to this lady, and she was a big girl, it would have been trouble. For real, y'all. Like, for real. I'm going to just leave this story time here, y'all. And we're going to pick back up on this story time. It's going to be a part 2. Okay? And yeah, y'all, this is a wrap for this story time. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Support your girl. Follow your girl on all social medias. That's at TikTok at Salute Marie, and Instagram at Salute Marie. And always make sure your post notification bells is always turned on. So every time I post another video, y'all what? Tune in. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.